This video is to show you how to use the flex table and the flex view to allow user to input the transaction information for a sub account. Okay, so in this this is an end product, and this video is going to show you how to create it. So the first section, it has the header area, so it shows the scenario and have a two list selection, allow user to select any department and any account. And this section is for that particular department account, data from the financial statements model. There are two rows. One is input, have a link. The other one is coming from control directly and is read only. So I will explain a little bit later why we needed the two rows. And this section is the detail or support for this particular account. For example, if I select the LA sales, and as you can see, and both the data coming from financial statements model and the data to support this particular account, the transaction level also changed. Okay. Next, I'm going to show you how to create this particular flex view. I'm starting with a regular view, and in the page area, there's department and account, and on the filter, it's a scenario. Okay. So first, I will turn this to a flex. And then I will save this view with a different name. Go to view, save as, all user, and I just call the version 3, V3. Now, first step, I'm going to create the filter. So to make this simple, now the header area. So I will delete all the header area, and then I will insert them back. I remove this. Okay. So the first, I'm going to show the view name, and then scenario name, and the department, and account. So for view name, I'm going to start the flex pane. And this I'm going to do is the header data. And I'll go to the string. And I'm going to just show the view name. Okay. And then I'm going to the scenario. Once again, I'm going to the header. I'm going to show the, this is member ID. And this is the first filter. So I do a 1F. Click on the check mark. Apply. Now it's going to show. Oh, it's show the 1P. Let me try again. Didn't take it. So let me do 1F. And apply. Yeah, it show me the scenario ID. And then I'm going to the department. This one I need a list selection. So I go to the list. And the source type is a view dimension branch. And I pick a department. And in the option, I want to sync with the page selection. Apply. Now I'm going to the department. Now I'm going to the account. Go to list selection. And this time the source, say I need to select the view dimension branch, account, and go to the option. I want to sync. Okay, now I'm getting my account. So let me select one of the department I'm familiar with. RA admin. Okay. So now I'm going to show the name of the selection. So it will be branch data. And the dimension would be department. Property, I want to show the name. And on the member, I'm going to use indirect, pointing to my list selection. Okay, now I'm going to do my next one. Go to the branch data again. This time it's account. And I'm going to be using indirect. Oh, I was using the wrong one. Let me select branch data, not the data. Okay. The dimension is account. The property is name. The member is indirect, pointing to my account. Apply. Now it shows my name. Close this. Let me save this again. Next, I'm going to try to use the conditional formatting to format the, if it's updatable, it will show the updatable color. In this case, I should expect the January to December to updatable and the year to not updatable, okay? First, I need to create a name range. So I go to the formula, go to name manager. There are some bad ones, let me delete them. Create a new one. Oh, let me try again. Okay, control updatable. And there are other available syntax, but it always start with control underscore. You can check the menu to see what other type of formatting allowed for the flex view. I do a scope. I will just do this particular worksheet. Okay, and I say okay. Say close. Let me just. I usually just edit this. Let me not do non-ref text. And now I need to just put the conditional formatting. New rules, cell contain, cell value, not equal to, say 9999. And then I say not format, just so this, if it's updatable. Okay. So let me save this view again. And this will take effect. Oh, yeah. So when I save it, it will save it. And then let me do this. Now, as you can see, it showed the color I was expecting. Next one is I'm going to make this now the hard code. Go to the navigator, go to the flex pane. Okay, let me select again. I lost my selection. Make sure it's a B12. So on my time period, is using the current column, which is correct. So I don't need to make change. Oh, it's the time. Now, as you can see, it's hard-coded. So I'm going to change to the branch relative. Okay, so now it's using branch. So if my view changed to 2020, this will reflect it as well. Let me save the view again. Now I need to create another row for the read-only entry. So I do this, I copy here, and I go to the flex pane, select my second row, B13, I change from data to data read-only. After I click apply, and now it shows the my second row. Let me save this view again. Let me add another column. So this is Excel link, and this is from control. Okay, let me save the view again, so I don't lose. And then my next step is going to put the table, the sub-account table on the bottom. So I already created a view. This is a sub-account table based with a data source model. So there are, in my data source model, I have my scenario dimension, department dimension, and account dimension in this view, and then I create a view. So I have a department and account on the page, can line up to similar to the other view. So now I can just simply do a copy flex, put it here, and I do a paste. So now I got my data source view paste into my main flex view. And then next, I'm going to make this a flex table. Okay. And in my flex table, I also want a total column. So I do a total, and it automatically this. So I do a sum. And now, if I look at my the flex pane, because I'm copy from the other different view, is not linked. For example, my department and account, both of them are hard-coded. So I need them to be linked to my page. So I go to the department, and I will do the view relative, do page, apply, and I will do the same thing for my account, do view relative, page. Now let's see if I change to a different department. As you can see, both my regular view and my flex table are changed accordingly based on my selection of departments, which is good. So let me save the view again. My last step is to create an Excel formula. So so I can link to this row 12 about for the total of the sub account, so it can file to the database. And there's one condition I need to exception I need to take care, which is for certain accounts for certain account combination, there will be no rows, but they do have a data in control. So in those cases, I will use my Excel formula. If you don't have anything here, and the total is 0, then I will make the Excel link to the from control, so you won't override it when you have a no sub account total here, and you will override what is there, what is already in control. Okay. So the first, I need I need to create a couple Excel formula. Okay. First, I want to see what's the total here. Okay. And then I will copy this. But unfortunately, Excel is not smart enough to do the next one. So I need to fix this to the next. Okay, I just made a change to do a total of these. And then what I need is, I already have a formula created. And right now it's looking at the 13, and I'm looking at the 15. So let me replace the 13, the 15. Okay, so basically, if this one show any of the total is not a 0, every total is 0, then I'm going to show true. Okay, so my next one is going to be I do a row count. Of this table right now is the table 27, I think. So the formula is rows table. This table is 27, so 2. Okay. So now the condition is if my row is 1, if every single a column is 0, in this case, in that particular case, we're getting from the control. Okay, so now I have created my formula. Basically says if J4, in this case, J4 here is 1, only one row, and the J5, which is every column is 0. In this case, I'm getting from C13. Otherwise, I'm going to get a C15. Okay, so after that, I can copy this to the rest of the months and do a view, save for a user. Now I can change this one to say add $5 here, and as you can see here is a 5. If I do a refresh, both of them this, and then I can file back to the database. Now it's finished. Thank you.